Hello there guys, it's me Unstable Voltage. Welcome back to episode 22 of Civilization 5 as Poland. We've now started researching satellites, so in less than 23 turns we'll be able to start work on the Hubble Space Telescope. It says 23 turns, but in 3 turns we're going to get a great scientist who will just pop for science, and also in 9 turns we are going to have a research agreement, so we'll definitely get that before 23 turns. And in 1 turn we're going to get a great engineer, and we will use him to build the Hubble Space Telescope. Try and rush that out if we can. Just try and get it as quickly as possible and beat anybody else to it. I am noticing now that Austria are starting to move some units towards me. I have had Sweden come to me and say that Austria is plotting against me. It does not surprise me in the slightest. Been given a new unit from a city-state. Actually been given a paratrooper as well, which is very, very nice. So let's go and give you drill, and I'm actually going to go and drop you. Can't get you quite where I want you to go, so let's move you. How far can I move you and still do something? Let's move you up to here, and then can't power drop. That's okay. We'll stay here and we'll move the rest of the way. I just want them sort of up front. Automatic faith purchase. We have our engineer. Do we want that? 107 turns is a long time, but we might get more faith before the end of the game. We'll just leave it at that for now. So we'll see what Austria try and do if they do actually want to come and attack me. I think I'm defensive enough up here to be able to hold off anything that they try and throw at me. Yeah, they're posturing around with a few units, but I'm not really certain what they are trying to do. Definitely need to get these Gatling guns upgraded to machine guns, and these guys down here are no real use as they are. Let's get the paratroopers in over here as well. Let's just get you over there, just so you're ready for anything that may be thrown at you. These Gatling guns definitely want to be upgraded to machine guns. There's one of them done. You can just go on to alert now. We have our great engineer. You are literally just going to sleep until we need you. Again, we've got a few more units around here we could upgrade, but we really need to get some money coming in from somewhere. Hearing Austria moving a lot of units around. So I do have a few battleships around that can potentially hurt them if they try anything too nasty. But they actually want to go to war with Morocco, so it seems. So I'm quite happy for them to do that, if that's their plan. Well, I certainly don't have any happiness problems. We have ourselves a great scientist. Now then, let's go and... Where is that great scientist? We're going to pop this guy straight away. We'll only get 7,000 science, but... Oh well, let's go and pop him. Now we're down to 9 turns for satellites. Now then, the research agreement might pop. So after that, we want to go into advanced ballistics. So that'll put us through nuclear fission and then into advanced ballistics. Bear in mind, of course, this will also put us into a new era. So we'll get another social policy. Machine gun can just go on to... sort of defensive mode. I see they are sort of moving forwards with a few cavalry now. They may declare war. It's funny. The Songhai, I'm sure the Songhai were the ones that warned me about getting too close to Morocco, and now Morocco has become friends with the Songhai. So we're getting a little bit surrounded by Austrian troops here. I'm not too sure what they are trying. Well, I've got a fairly good idea what they are trying. I think I do want to save up to try and get another research agreement though, so it's going to be finding a balance between upgrading these units and saving up the money. Morocco has denounced the Inca. New research agreement between Songhai and Morocco. Okay, that's fine. 42 turns and we'll get another great scientist. I don't think the game will be over by then, so we might have one more science pop. Sydney has a new ally. Discovered Kabul. Wow, that was late in the game. Sydney are now allied with Morocco. Well, I'm not really playing the city-states game here. I don't care about that too much. If you're going to come at me, Austria, then come at me and let's get this over and done with. I could try and bribe one of the AIs to go to war with them, but that, again, is a little bit silly because sometimes they go to war and decide not to actually do anything. As I have a spare battleship down here, I think what I'm actually going to do is just move one of these battleships over in... In fact, let's move you up to here. I just want to move a battleship or two onto this side, so I've got the potential to sink some of this stuff that they're trying to sneak down over here. So we get to assign delegates. We don't really want to vote against either of these, and both of these guys are sort of my friends. I guess that doesn't really affect me, really, because I don't have my own religion, so who sort of cares? So we'll do that. Warsaw has now finished the Manhattan Project. Now then, we are going to want to start work on the Hubble telescope as soon as possible. So I don't really want to start working on too much else. We will start work on the Apollo program, though. And we'll swap out as soon as we get the opportunity to do so. So let's just make sure all these guys are on alert, just in case Austria do decide to try and attack. And they definitely have units on the move. We're about to get a hospital in Githyonia. Well, no declaration of war on this turn. Unfortunately, the historical landmark one passes, which I was kind of hoping it wouldn't, because it slows down... That's not the one that slows down science, but I still prefer if it hadn't. Let's get that Gatling gun upgraded. Wilsonia has finished the medical lab. So what do we want to go and get over here? I guess we could start working on a few more units, because there's nothing special. We could work on like the Musicians Guild. We would get some culture if we put people in the slots. Half of the time it's not really worth it. Let us go and let's grab a castle just because it's really quick and it is on the coast here. There is a possibility we might get attacked. And we'll just keep these battleships just sort of sitting around and waiting. The good thing is if Austria do throw any units at me, we can probably mop a lot of the incoming units up with our battleships from the coast. So that's kind of the theory that I'm working on at the moment. 5 more turns until we get satellites. In fact, less because we'll get the research agreement in 2. So in 2 turns we'll get satellites. I just really wish I could grab that tile with a general. Warsaw's actually grown. You are now working this 4 production tile. 18 turns until growth. I've not got a problem with that actually. 4 production now seems like a decent enough tile to work. So, yep, do that. That's fine. That machine gun's just going to go onto alert mode. So things are quite defensive up here now. I do want to leave this forest. I think I want to leave all this forest here. I mean, I could cut it down, but it does make it easier for them to get to me. Yep, here we go. Look, they're starting to move in with artillery now. So this could be a preparation for an attack. Doesn't necessarily mean it is. I think the AI weighs up its options every couple of turns. Okay, we've researched satellites, and we're now into a new era. And we've found the Barringer Crater, which is great. And Krakatoa. Fantastic. So we can adopt a new policy. So let's go and do that. So we need to get ourselves a level 1 tenant here. Now then. We're not really stealing tech anymore, so we don't need that one. Tourism, we're not really getting great people, so that's a little bit useless. Militaristic city-states, I think we're only friendly with 1, and we'd have to be at war with them for that to work. So it's either gold for purchasing units or wounded military units inflict 25% more damage than normal. I think elite forces is probably better, just in case we do get attacked. We also get another policy here, actually, so, because we hit enough culture, so we actually get 2. Don't really need the happiness. Reducing unit gold maintenance could be really, really nice. We're actually going to go and do that. Puts us up from, I think that was 65 to 88 gold per turn, so that's quite nice. We've got a new spy. Let's go and... Let's just go and move that spy to Austria. we might have the opportunity to try and steal something from them. I doubt it. I don't think they've got any techs that I don't. I can't afford to get a new research agreement with Austria right now, which is unfortunate. You've gone onto that tile there. I think I prefer the one with the gold, to be honest. We're not making a huge amount of money right now. So let's go and do that. That worker has finished. Now, I could go and build a fort here or something, which probably wouldn't be a terrible idea, but I think we will bring you back down to Wilsonia and we'll just rest you up for a while. So, research agreement, Wilsonia has grown, we know about, discovered both, new spy recruited, Sydney no longer leads investors. Okay, that's fine. We've uncovered the whole map now anyway. So, we can see what's going on. Morocco have got themselves a nice little island over here. And Incas have got... You see, the AI really will just settle anywhere. Like this one here. I mean, okay, it's got 3 atolls, a fish tile, an oil tile. 2 fish tiles, actually. That's not terrible. I will be honest, that's not one of the worst cities I've ever seen. This one does have some strategic resources. But the thing is, the AI literally will settle any piece of land that isn't colonised. Look at the map, okay? Look at the map. There is not a single tile... Well, that's not true. There's like the odd 1 or 2. In fact, no, this tile's now popped because that wasn't mine originally. But pretty much, with the exception of 1 or 2, there isn't a single tile that doesn't belong to somebody. The AI will colonise every tiny individual piece of land. And as much as people hate civilization Beyond Earth, that is one of the things they did get right in Beyond Earth, is that the AI sort of spreads at a reasonable rate. It doesn't try and gobble up every tile on the map, which I think is what Civ 5 needs, to be honest, to make it a little bit more realistic. Let's go and grab a museum, just to try and get some extra culture. It's a little bit late in the game now to be doing this, but let's do it anyway. Cargo ship was... you can go to Agadir, actually. It's probably slightly better. Now we've uncovered them, we can get some better cargo routes going and make some more money. Anything else we need to upgrade? How much does it cost to upgrade these Great War Infantry? Let's get those upgraded if we can. 170. Can't quite afford the next one. Maybe I don't actually want to get that research agreement with Austria. We probably should be the tech leaders now. Let's just have a look at this. Austria... Got to find the line now. Austria has 62. Songhai have 63, 63, 62... 58, we have 65. So we are the tech leader, and the Incans are behind at the moment. And we are only 5 turns off nuclear fission. And we've got another research agreement in 19 turns as well. So being the tech leader is very good. Choose our production. We finished the research lab. That is good. Now then, hotel or medical lab? Well, we probably want the medical lab, but there again, let's get a windmill to get the production. After the windmill, we will get ourselves a opera house for some more culture, and then after that, we'll go on to the medical lab. That should be fine. That unit's going to do nothing. Gold per turn for ivory. Well, we don't really need the happiness, so I'm going to refuse just because we don't need the happiness. Let's just save the gold. We need it to upgrade units, so that makes the most sense. Okay, so the gold per turn to Austria has ended. That is fine. Still no attack from Austria yet. Friendly with a lot of city-states, but not allied with any of them. We don't need open borders with you. Still got a privateer to upgrade as well. Not a priority, of course. Still got some more crossbows to upgrade. You want to declare war against Austria. See, I'd be half tempted to say yes, but I'm not actually sure how much you would contribute to the fight. And then I could be left in a position where they could be hurting me. And I don't really want that to happen. Also, I've just remembered that I'd completely forgotten the whole point of getting that research was to start work on the Hubble Space Telescope. 34 turns. That is going to be 1,875 production. If we popped our engineer, 1,395. I don't want to pop him just yet, in case somebody else beats me to it. Can't steal from Austria, but we just did learn that they are plotting against you. So we'll share the intrigue. So there's no point having that spy in Austria then. Well, we know we're the tech leader now. Haven't caught anybody trying to steal from me though, which is odd. But we are the tech leader now, so let's start thinking about having a defensive spy. And let's put you in Warsaw just in case anyone does try and steal from us. And we'll go on to the next turn. Could have probably had the telescope built by now if I'd have remembered that. I always do that when I queue something else up. See, both Sweden and Morocco want to go to war with Austria. Which would be great if they did, because that might actually give me a chance to do something against them. Probably take Edinburgh, but I don't know that I need to. I mean, we've certainly got the happiness to be able to deal with it. We could certainly slow them down a bit. We've discovered nuclear fission. Fantastic. Borders of Wilsonia have grown. Not to anything useful, unfortunately. So we're now working on advanced ballistics. That's fine. After advanced ballistics, we probably want to... What do we want to get after advanced ballistics? Spaceship factories. We probably want to go into robotics, which means we've got to go through combined arms and computers first, but that is fine. So we need to put about 400 production into that. Once we've got about 400 production into it, then we can consider using our... we were selling you wine. I bet you're not willing to give me 7 gold per turn for it now, are you? No. 6? Still only the 5. Fine. Yeah, I think being the tech leader, I don't think anybody else has satellites yet. I mean, I could be wrong there. It's like Morocco are moving some planes around, so maybe they are preparing to go to war with Austria. You think Morocco's plotting against me, do you? Well, he'd be in a good position. I mean, I don't actually have any defensive units down here, but I don't really think that he's going to try that on. I mean, he'd be a fool if he did. We've also got a lot of trade routes going, so that would hurt his economy quite badly. Let's go straight on to the next turn, because there's nothing else we can do. Got some money now, of course, so we could go and upgrade a few more units, which I will do. 128 gold per turn now is actually quite decent. Antananarivo has a new ally. Wilsonia's about to finish the Opera House as well. No, the museum, sorry. Okay, let's go and upgrade you. That still leaves us with 642. So we've got a couple of crossbows here that we should upgrade. Choose production. Wilsonia has finished the museum. Let's go and grab ourselves... I guess a broadcast tower could be useful. We should probably start getting broadcast towers wherever we can. So, let's go ahead and queue one of those up. Go on to the next turn. Ragusa has been liberated. Ragusa and the Songhai now allies. You want to go to war with Austria. Everybody wants to go to war with Austria at the moment. Where's Ragusa? Come on, I want to move the map. I want to see stuff. Gotta wait for the city-states to do all their stuff as usual. There we go. Ragusa. So Ragusa was probably belonging to the Inca, and the Songhai have liberated it. Okay. But Sweden and the Songhai and Morocco all want to go to war with Austria, which is really good. Githionia has grown. You are choosing to work that tile with the production. I've not got a problem with that, actually. There's not really an awful lot of... In fact, though, no, I do have a little bit of a problem with it. Where is it? I've just locked it in, that one. Let's go and put you in the research lab instead. That'll be fine. I think I just did that right. Yep. Okie dokie. So, you're just going to go on to pausing up. Okay, cargo route. Trade overview. Trade routes available. The best one is Warsaw to Fez. So let's go and move you to Warsaw. And let's consider getting some of these people to try and attack Sweden if... try and attack Austria if we can. So would you be willing to declare war on Austria? He would, for not an awful lot either. That's like 2 gold per turn, I think. Or maybe a little bit more. 3 gold per turn to get Sweden to attack Austria. Fantastic. Morocco. Would you be willing to declare war on Austria? It says there's no way that it would work, but I bet it would. I'll go up to 10 as a maximum offer. And just 10 to try. No, he's not willing to do that. So finally, let's try with Askia. I mean, Askia is already at war with the Inca, which makes it a little less likely. Would you be willing to go with Austria? He would. Looks like he wants quite a lot for it though, 100 gold per turn, so yeah, maybe not. We'll leave it 1 turn, because once Sweden start fighting them, maybe other people will change their mind and jump in. So we've got that Gatling gun. We can't do anything with you. You just woke up because I upgraded you. Same with that infantry there. That's all I can do on this turn, so I'm going to end the video there. Thanks a lot for watching, guys. I hope you are still enjoying Civilization 5 as Poland. I'll see you on the next video, and until then, goodbye for now.